Hey everybody, Dan here for Argo Comics, where we do not just produce independent comics, we support independent comics. So I'm giving you this whole video to show you what I've been picking up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the bell button to get the notifications on when I put out the new videos. Basically, we'll give you all the news that's coming out with Argo Comics, but also these whole videos where I show you what I've been picking up. We didn't get around to one in January, so these are the January books for independent comics. A nice, this is why it's a monster haul. There's a monstrous stack of indies. And without further ado, let's just get right into it. Audit Press, Exciting Comics number 17. This issue, Niobe was the cover. Saw online that it sold a good amount for Exciting Comics. I can't imagine why that might have been, but at any rate, I did have a Nature Man chapter in here. Okay, story by myself, art by Zilson Costa, colors Giuseppe Pica, and letters Luis Diaz on this one. Actually, this was Francisco Zamora, I believe. Let me see. I'm not sure if we had switched by then. No, it looks like it was Luis at this point. Because at some point I did some of it, Francisco. But at any rate, let's see. If I had any other stories in this one, no. All right, but they did do a nifty little collage piece of them of their own with Nature Man in there. Okay, Fallen Justice and Nothing Man, 3 stories that were featured in this one. Niobe, Fallen Justice, Nothing Man, Nature Man. It's all the anthology, so you'll get everything in chapters over here. Let's see. I'll show you a little of the other artworks here, just so you get an idea of what you're getting into. There's Niobe, and I already showed you a little bit of Nature Man here. Fallen Justice. That character. And I guess the last chapter is Nothing Man. I'm kind of liking that art also. There's some Nothing Man art. Okay. So, Exciting Comics number 17. Since number 9, they've been running my stories. We have Nature Man, Sumo Boy, and Big House Blues, and Weirdo, all appearing in Exciting Comics. With more to come. I've been getting chapters done on all those. Audit Press also put out Ninja High School 181. Okay, and love this cover. We have Ken Terminator and RoboGal Terry, 2 long-standing Ninja High School characters taking on an Inspector Gadget type character. The majority of this series is done by Ben Dunn. It's a very long-running series that I love, love, love. And this issue, plot is by Ben Dunn, but art is by Terry Parr. Script, colors, letters, Alfred Perez. And there's a backup story also, Mecha Tiger X. Oh, that looks very good as well. for anyone who's into mech. But Ninja High School, okay, that's a manga style art and story. Liking that panel, that's pretty cool. Robogal Terry was an early standout for me as one of my favorite Ninja High School characters, so good to see her back in this. And Terminator was, again, another early character, kind of like a little bit of a Terminator Arnold spoof. So this will be those are 2 books from Audit Press. I'll be looking forward to getting to each of those. All right. Now, moving on. Okay, YEET. Anyone who's been watching these haul videos knows I've been getting YEET. Okay, that is the only book I really get from Patreon. And you just subscribe on Patreon, and every time they mail out a issue, you get charged. You just look up YEET in Patreon and you'll find it. It says YEET number 49. It's usually a flip book, so we got the green mask on one side. Then you flip the book. That's why they call it a flip book. He presents Brute on the other side. All right. And it's another anthology. We just mentioned anthology before. It has a next issue, Victory, folks. Okay, by, you can see the creative team right there. Don Simpson's doing the writing. I think William Loeb's doing the inks probably. Morin Shalda probably doing the colors, and Orchesky doing the letters. Or the Chewalski, sorry. Let's see. But that's looking very good. Looks like it's involving some public domain characters. Brute story created and written and created Preston Squire, art lettering Owen Keenan, colors Brooke Newhart, but it's in black and white. So sometimes YEET publishes in color, sometimes black and white. Trying to see an example of this. It's kind of has a little manga style as well. Got some aliens, some anthropomorphic characters. Always enjoy YEET. Steel Patriot. Story and art, story and colors, Chris Malgreen. Art, Joe Lacrozaz. Nope, Lacrozaz. All right. Letters, Fred Grivaud. Okay. Kind of a Steel Patriot, kind of like an animated style of art. Cartoon style of art, animated, I'll say. More animated than cartoon. So you got to flip the book for the next stuff that's in here. Green Mask. Story, Peter Weimerink. Art, Doug Curtis. We got a lot of books, so I'm going to try to start picking this up. But okay, nice style of art there. Now, let's see. Mari Solinsky and the Wonder Kitty. Origins Part 1. Illustrated J.E. Corrales. Proofreading J.L. Barrere. Written by J.E. Corrales. Okay. And again, a more cartoon style of book. The other one I'll say animated. This one I'll say more cartoon. And then, as always, they got a nice letters page on YEET. Okay. So that is YEET 49. And this this didn't come in this issue, but I just came across this. It was the envelope one of my YEETs came in. Had a little artwork there by Mike Jones, who's like the editor of the series. I guess he was doing a little layout for himself on this envelope, and I got it as a little bonus. Okay, that's how YEET comes. An envelope, always an enjoyable read. All right, next up, these came together. Coalition Comics Power Company. This is number 3. Okay, it's a Kickstarter book. And this issue came with another Coalition Comic Power Company 1/2 and free preview of Remarkables. Which is actually Champion Comics. It was Carlos Raphael, one of the members of the Coalition Comics, which is a group of creators pretty much each putting one character into a story. And here's a nice double-page spread. Eric Bennett Steelwolf, Dan Hoynes Thunder Woman, both in this. Let's see. And see if there's a backup. No, but here is kind of like the back page. Oh, cameo characters, creators, key. So there's some cameos in there. This one was an added little book here. Steelwolf, Thunder Woman, Midnight Owl, Abominus, Brimcoal, Poison Arrow. Characters appearing in this story with art by Mitch Ballard, who I had a number of pinups early on. I had gotten from Mitch, great artist, kind of in the George Perez school. Really did a fantastic job here. Some more examples of his art. Top notch. Remarkables, I think, yeah, preview edition. Carlos Raphael writer, Leandro Sandoval artist, Gabriel Welldown colorist, Francisco Zamora letterer. Francisco, of course, is a letterer of Argo 5. And Remarkables, as you can see, team of heroes. A little look at the interior art. Champion Comics, I believe I backed that one as well. So I'll be getting the full story on that when it comes out. Talking about Kickstarters, Liberty Brigade. Okay, and this, whatever I backed, came with a whole bunch of books. I guess I backed at a higher level. You got the source book, issue 0. The Coming of the Liberty Brigade. Brigade Lost Themes. I think I'm probably doing the first book last, but Hero Files, which is pretty much a handbook. Yeah, the Hero Files was especially good because I think you had like a 2-page origin of each, and I think they even got a couple of my favorite artists, Alan Weiss, Tom Rainey, Mike McComb, all to do some 2-page chapters in here. Well, that might have been in the villain one. They did one for the villains also. A little print that came with it. And yeah, here's the villains file. Alan Weiss was in the hero one. Tom Rainey, Mike McCone, I believe, was in the villain one, which is really a pleasant surprise there. But yeah, they were just great. Here's a Mike McCone one. Zebra was the hero. Porcupine the villain. So just great little snippets to give a background of each character. And this was the main book. Okay, so public domain characters, I believe with the exception of Mike Cho, I guess he's a writer, Bill of Rights and National Anthem, I think are two kind of original characters that appear in the book. And it was, yeah, pretty enjoyable read. And I'm into the public domain characters, of course. I have Nature Man myself, who is a reimagining of Nature Boy, an old Charlton character created by Jerry Siegel and John Buscema. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, it was very well done all throughout. Quality, art, colors, lettering, everything was really, really, really well done. I believe that was Jerry Ordway, those pages. I'm not sure where the credits are, but yeah, all throughout an enjoyable read. Talking of public domain, I think the last Monster Haul we had books from public domain comics. We had a book rather, and I think these were either stretch goal books or added books that they did. They came separately. Commander X, Shiva 99. Okay, you got some public domain characters like Black Terror there, Miss Mask. So this was one book. I guess they got their version of Frankenstein. I think Jay Piscopo is main creative force on this. I think he has a very cool style. And Monsters Amok, which, yeah, Monsters Amok was more like a reprinting of some public domain stories, but maybe the color was re-enhanced. A couple original pinups. So, yeah, it was cool. Cool. If they were stretch goals, that's a cool thing because I really don't usually utilize stickers. Bookmarks are good, I guess, but some things I don't utilize. All right. I think getting into regular books that I ordered. Okay, Commanders in Crisis. Steve Orlando writing. David Tinto doing the art. As you can see, there's a bookmark in this because I've been reading it. Really great art and colors. I will say that. The story, I guess, is good. You know, some of it trying to be a little woke, and it kind of gets in its way, gets in its own way on that, and the fact that there's like one sequence that doesn't really even make sense, but it just seems to be making some type of statement. I guess it's a type of thing that Comicscape people are against. And, to me, that just one scene kind of got a little clunky. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. But overall, though, like I said, it's some great character designs, some thought-provoking type of story themes. So there is good stuff in here. And as I said, writers overall, I don't see a lot of phenomenal comics writing, but I do see a lot of phenomenal comics art, which often I'll get books even just for the art. So, I feel it's still a good purchase, even just on that respect. Oh, let me just do this here, a little pop-up window. You got to get rid of. All right. Picked up Geiger, and talking about great artists, there's Gary Frank. I mean, Jeff Johns is renowned. Gary Frank, Brad Anderson, I'm guessing, doing the colors. Heard good things about it from a buddy Cam. So this book is on deck. Once I get through Commanders in Crisis, I will be giving that a read. I'll have that book over there. All right. We always see tarot in these indie halls. Tarot, Jim Balint of Catwoman fame, teaming up with Holly Golightly, his wife, I believe. There she is right there. And there's Jim. Bat Jim. And this story kind of did in a tonal paper. Just want to make sure, because some of this is mature reader type thing, but yeah, this story did more in a tonal tan, white, pencils on tan paper with white highlights. Very cool. But like I said, it's not a book to buy the kids. Some of it can be a little racy at times. But, and we're wishing you all a season's greetings from Jim and Holly. Yeah, and they got quite a following in the cosplay community. And yeah, there's some witchcraft in tarot, so I think the Wiccan community also sometimes weighs in with a little profile on some people who have those interests. Always a very well done book with an interesting assortment of background material. Okay. Cobra Round 6. Okay, I originally found Cobra in a comic shop in Brooklyn, where the book was originally produced out of, like before it came to Image. Now, as you can see, it's the Image book. But Michelle Fife, this is starting out as a homage to John Ostrander's Suicide Squad. You had a couple Marvel characters who were kind of homaged. I mean, at the time, I saw this and a couple other books out there that kind of seemed to gain some popularity and just being homages. And, nothing wrong with that. They took a different stand on things. So, I mean, it's a 6th volume. I'm still picking it up. That should be kind of your signal right there of my belief in the book. Okay, Spawn, Compendium 2. Okay, I like compendiums. Really big on that. I mean, I have all the issues, but just I'm very far behind, with all these indie books, sometimes organizing them. I should be making a move pretty soon, and then at that point, I will probably get into the thick of organizing, cataloging, and doing everything with the comics. But until then, these compendiums, let's see. First 50 issues. No, because this is volume 2. 51 to 100. So 51 to 100, just so convenient to have. I think this is where Greg Capullo kind of took over with the art. I mean, Image, early Image, that's all you need to know. It's part of early Image. The first, that first rollout of Image characters, you know, the Extreme Studios stuff, Wildstorm, Spawn, Pit, everything. Well, Pit was a little later, but all fantastic stuff. Okay, I don't pick up a lot of Zenescope, but Escape from Monster Island, Zenescope. Yeah, basically, again, I told you a lot of times it's art. Carlos Granda, love his work, so pick this one up. Let's see, try to give you a look at something here. Always try to find some good work, not too spoilery, but showing the style. Not sure if this is focusing, but I really like Carlos Granda's work, so I picked it up. Again, okay, Boundless, Jungle Fantasy Fauna #3. Okay, again, as you can see, even on the cover, nothing showing, but a little mature reader type thing. Always some of the top artists around are involved. Christian Zanier does many of the covers. I believe he did that one. And I'm always out there looking for his covers because he's just a phenomenal talent. Yeah, and he even did story and art on the initial story here. But they have a host of amazing Matt Martin, who I think Hall of Heroes was the company, Snowman was the book that put Matt Martin on the map for me. He's a phenomenal talent. He's involved. Let's see. Yeah, some of the Ron Adrian I know does covers as well. He's a Brazilian artist. Who I believe I have a Gladiator pinup from him. Jontas. Jontas is an artist who does some like watercolor paintings. He does a cover every once in a while. So, yeah, Boundless is the company. Might be part of Avatar, I'm not sure, but it was at one point. Let's go to Third Love 00 Scout Comics. Okay, again, art. Luis 13 did work for me. So, actually, the first issue of Argo Comics Anthology. So, Argo Comics Anthology #1. Luis and his friend Gene Sinclair both had Impact International chapters in that book. Luis did a phenomenal Argo 5 cover. Sometimes Luis had gone by the name Antipus as well. Um, and I'm just going to show you some artwork here. I believe he's doing his own art and colors. Yeah. Oh no, colorist was Dio Lima, who also did good amount of work for me. So yeah, you got two top talents right there, uh, Luis 13 and Dio Lima. Okay. Third Love. No, it seems to be something about lifeguards or something. Maybe it's like Baywatch the comic. A real talent. All right. Let's see. We're doing 30 minutes, and we're down to our last four, so we're doing pretty good. All right. I'll just go here, and again, that's what I mean by stretch goals. All this stuff. I like this treasure map that they put in there, or whatever, or a map. But the rest of it, I'm not too hot on. Dead End Moon. This was more of a story thing. I mean, the art looked good, but I guess I read the description of the story and it seemed pretty cool. So I picked it up. Dead End Moon. Written Scott Wilkie. Art Gwyn Tavares. Legend design Dave Lentz. Created by Alice and Mike Tenner. Okay. So yeah, some pretty cool art there. Cool style. But also I think the description of the story looked pretty good. So it was a Kickstarter backing book, and I backed it, and there you go, Dead End Moon. Another Image book. I think John Leguizamo is the writer of this one. So I wanted to check it out. Looked pretty good. Phenom X. I think that XPH thing at the beginning is just a logo. So Phenom X. Like I said, John Leguizamo writing it. Art Chris Batista, who did a phenomenal run on Legion. Really, really, really great artist. Yeah, so Chris Batista would always be worth the price of admission for any book. Let's see. Trying to see something not that spoilery. Looks like they're going in Big House Blues territory over here. But there we got some prison sequence here. Yeah, just colors. Oh, Christopher Sotomayor. So lettering and world design. Oh, anchor, Sabrina Cintron. So, the script, John Leguizamo did it, but also with Aram Rappaport, Joe Mikiak, and Damian Slattery. So that's a team of writers, but the art was Chris Batista. So those are your credits there for what looks to be a great book. Have to give it a read. Put it on the pile there. That got to try to get to sooner than later. AC Comics Femforce, $194, $5.95 is the cover price. So, I mean, compared to a Kickstarter book, that's really not much. People look at that on the newsstand, think it's a bit much, but really, again, with Kickstarter or Indiegogo on demand, where books are regularly $20, we really can't complain that much. In actuality, the Thunder Zone books, which I was going to make Kickstarter exclusive, I kind of got bumped up because those production costs for the creators is a lot. I can sometimes take losses on Argo comics, but I really can't have that being done with Thunder Zone. So even in Indie Planet, those books are bumped up in price, and it's basically again a better price than you're going to find, uh, as a Kickstarter exclusive books or Indiegogo on demand book. So I'm just again trying to do right by all those creators. Um, FemForce 194, so we're getting up to the 200 mark for them. Really a long running book. I was there at the beginning. There's Miss Victory, one of the long running characters in the book. They actually kind of have a roll call at the top of each issue. Miss Victory, Night Vale, Stardust, She-Cat, Finn, Tara. Okay. All characters. Let's see. It's usually, try to see credits here. Yeah. Art, Eric Coyle. Story inks, colors, Bill Black. Edits, Mark and Stephanie Hike. So Bill Black, Mark, and Stephanie Hike are usually the creative forces behind FemForce. This is pretty psychedelic. Okay, because Sin is kind of like a psychedelic character. And that's again AC Comics. It used to be Americomics. Maybe officially it still is. They usually go by AC Comics. Last book, we have Dynamite Vampirella Holiday Special. From, again, Dynamite. Let's see, maybe there was a creator I saw in here that made it stand out that I want to check it out. Yeah, I can't recall. Maybe I saw some preview art and thought it looked good. It does look good. I'm not a Vampirella completist. I'm pretty much Vampirella just based on if there's a creator working on it that I really like. I remember Rick Mays a while back did Vampirella. Adam Hughes did a cover. So those are two Vampirella highlights. Arthur Adams, of course, doing a cover here and there. But yeah, Vampirella, long-standing indie character. Got a little Christmas special. Art looked good. Maybe it was an impulse buy. Picked it up. Dynamite Entertainment. That's going to do it. We will have a Kickstarter for Argo Comics with the Sorority of Power. We'll have the initial story they appeared in, an 8-pager in Argo Comics Anthology #2, and then the first 5 issues. I'll remaster it a little bit, put some extra pinups in there. Brand new cover from Bill Mouse, who is more or less a series artist. I do some fill-in issues just to keep it coming out on a semi-regular basis, but Bill always has, an issue coming up here and there. So that'll probably be the next Kickstarter we got going. It's being built. Just have to, work out all the pledge levels and rewards and everything like that. Thunder Zone, we are still working on the next offerings from there. So we will have another Kickstarter with Thunder Zone as well. We appreciate the great feedback we've had on the Thunder Zone books so far. So we're looking forward to bringing you more of those. All right, so again, as I said at the beginning, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll be back with more information on Argo Comics, Thunder Zone, and more indie hauls.